Today is Monday, March 2nd, 2026. The time is 7 p.m. Eastern. Welcome to Geopolitical Updates from AGI Era. In a dramatic escalation of regional tensions, Israeli airstrikes have targeted areas within Lebanon, reportedly killing 52 individuals, following sustained rocket barrages from Hezbollah. This exchange marks a significant widening of the ongoing conflict involving Iran and its proxies, pushing the Middle East further into instability as American and Israeli forces continue their operations within Iranian territory. The reverberations are already being felt across the global energy markets. Turning our attention to other significant developments in the Persian Gulf, oil and gas prices surged today, reacting sharply to the escalating conflict across the region. Analysts indicate that a prolonged period of instability could drive global energy costs substantially higher, affecting supply chains and consumer economies worldwide. This spike underscores the fragile interconnectedness of energy markets with geopolitical events. In a separate development, France has announced plans to enhance its nuclear arsenal and extend its deterrent capabilities to include certain European allies. President Emmanuel Macron stated that 8 nations could potentially benefit from this French nuclear umbrella, although Paris would maintain exclusive decision-making authority over its deployment. This move reconfigures aspects of European security architecture. Shifting to South Asia, India and Canada have successfully reset their diplomatic and economic relations by finalizing a landmark nuclear energy agreement. This deal, unveiled during Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney's meeting with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Delhi, includes provisions for Canada to supply India with uranium. The agreement signifies a substantial economic partnership and a strategic realignment for both countries. Meanwhile, in South Sudan, a surprise attack has resulted in the deaths of at least 169 people. United Nations peacekeepers are currently providing shelter to approximately 1,000 civilians near their base and administering emergency medical care. The incident highlights the persistent and severe security challenges within the young nation. The economic landscape of the United Arab Emirates has also seen a dramatic shift. Missile attacks, attributed to Iranian forces, have reportedly shattered Dubai's image as a stable and secure haven for expatriates and international businesses. This development indicates a re-evaluation of regional security perceptions and investment risks. Finally, residents across Iran are reporting continuous explosions, day and night, as American and Israeli forces persist in their third consecutive day of strikes against targets within the country. Civilian accounts describe houses shaking from the force of the blasts, signaling the intense nature of the ongoing military operations. Today's deep analysis focuses on the rapidly escalating conflict between Israel and Lebanon, a direct outgrowth of the broader confrontation involving the U.S. and Israel against Iran. The current wave of Israeli airstrikes into Lebanon, which Lebanese officials confirm resulted in 52 fatalities, followed retaliatory rocket fire from Hezbollah. This exchange didn't occur in a vacuum. It's intrinsically linked to the ongoing American and Israeli military actions inside Iran. The Israeli strikes represent a tactical response to Hezbollah's rocket launches, which themselves are widely interpreted as a proxy action by Iran, aimed at diverting Israeli military resources and attention. The targeting of Lebanese infrastructure and personnel, even in response to rocket fire, has significant strategic implications. It expands the geographical scope of the conflict beyond direct engagements with Iran, drawing in a nation already grappling with profound economic and political fragility. For Lebanon, this means an exacerbation of an already dire humanitarian situation, with the potential for massive displacement and further destabilization. The Al Jazeera reporting emphasizes the civilian toll and the immediate humanitarian crisis emerging in southern Lebanon, highlighting the disproportionate impact on a country not directly involved in the initial conflict. This perspective contrasts with more Western-centric reports that might focus solely on the retaliatory nature of the Israeli strikes. The so what of this widening conflict is multifaceted. Economically, the regional instability directly impacts global energy markets, as evidenced by today's jump in oil and gas prices. The Strait of Hormuz, a critical choke point for international oil shipments, remains under heightened threat, potentially leading to sustained price increases and supply disruptions that would ripple through global economies. Businesses that had viewed Dubai and other Gulf states as stable investment destinations are now reassessing their positions, as the perception of safety has been significantly eroded. Strategically, the expansion of the conflict into Lebanon risks a multi-front war, potentially stretching Israeli defense capabilities and increasing the likelihood of direct intervention from other regional and international actors. The U.S., while currently supporting Israeli actions in Iran, would face immense pressure to de-escalate if Lebanon were to descend into full-blown conflict. This further complicates existing diplomatic efforts and potentially undermines regional security agreements. Furthermore, the engagement of Hezbollah, a powerful non-state actor, signifies Iran's continued ability to project power and influence through proxies, even while facing direct military pressure. This strategy seeks to impose costs on Israel and its allies without requiring a direct conventional military confrontation with Iran itself. The long-term consequences could include a reshaping of regional alliances and a protracted period of low-intensity conflict, fostering an environment of continuous instability and hindering economic development for years to come. In summary, today saw a significant escalation of the Iran conflict with Israeli strikes in Lebanon, driving up global energy prices, while France announced an expansion of its nuclear deterrence to European allies. For our watch list in the next 24 hours, monitor the Strait of Hormuz for any disruptions to shipping, as this would signal a further escalation in the economic impact of the conflict. Additionally, observe any statements or actions from regional powers regarding the Israeli-Lebanese border, which will indicate the potential for further widening of direct military engagements.